That right there, that game, like that game. Let me tell you something for free, right? It's exactly what I have been talking about all this time. If you've seen my reactions here for way back in the dark. Bro, let me tell you something, man. Man United going to the Emirates and winning 3-2 against Arsenal. And I believe right now, man, that it's not through luck. It's through structure, it's through discipline, and through decisions. And not even that, taking your chances. Even if Man United's shots on target were like 3 in 3 or 3 in 5, that is what you do in football. You take your chances, blood. And let me tell you something again, right? I'm not, I'm still not getting carried away. I'm still not getting carried away, blood. But let me tell you something, right? That game yesterday was my proof. Was my proof. But these man, Arsenal man, got bopped up. They got put in a spliff, like that. And 2 games in a row. And, I am just happy that finally Man United man here have won that game. Carrick is the first Man United manager ever since Jose Mourinho to win here at the Emirates. And let me tell you something, because I'm keeping saying, let me tell you something, blood. This Arsenal team can't play football. They had to rely on set pieces or even mistakes here to win that game. And fairs, yeah, Man United, the first goal, yes, it was a mistake here with Zumbamendi. Misplaced pass, but we'll get into that. But we had to remind the man how to play football, blood. Another masterclass here from Michael Carrick, my back-to-back wins, blood. And we also destroyed Arsenal's home record. And this is what I've been trying to say, to man about that poet that tried to manage Man United. I've always said this. If you get the best out of Cunha, out of Mbeumo, you will cook. And this game was my proof. Now, before I continue, right? My favorite Man United player, I've been saying this for a minute, Casemiro, blood. He will be leaving, right, at the end of the season. And I believe this man here he still got a lot to offer. He still have a lot to offer. Them way there. And in this game, he played so well. He was the rock. Let me tell you, yeah. I'm keeping saying, man, let me tell you, man. Let me tell you something for free. Let me tell you, because it's not like I told you so. It's not that. But I've been screaming for this for time. And I don't want to always talk about Amram, but I have to, because he was the previous manager that got these players. And he was he was gaslighting the fan base, saying that these players, they're rubbish. And his system, I said this before for a minute, that your system has to complement the players. Not the players complementing the system. It's the other way around. Like I said before, the system needs to complement the players. Your system has to eliminate as much mistakes as possible in order to get the best out of these players. And yes, we're human beings. And yes, we make mistakes. But your system has to eliminate that. You're not putting robots on the pitch. You're putting human beings on the pitch who, in their profession, they're footballers at the highest level. I've been saying this, that your system has to get the best out of Cunha. Get the Wolves Cunha out. Get the Brentford Mbeumo out. But elevate them to a level that are like world beaters. And look what you got, blood. This man, this poet, I said this in the previous video about Menu. Blood, we'll talk about Menu a little bit later on, fam. But Casemiro and Menu in the middle. Casemiro, blood. I will rock at that back, blood. I will rock at the blood. Fam, look, our rock at the back. And I mean, I said our rock at the blood. As you know what, fam, yeah, blood. He was the man, keeping it simple. And yes, look, fam, like, yes, we conceded 2 goals, but we have to remember how we conceded those 2 goals, right? And these men weren't ready for Casemiro, right? And and I tell you, man, like, look, I'll say this, man, like, even though that Casemiro, that we want to, even if we keep him, we still need to strengthen the midfield. We still need to have a transfer market like the way that we had it previous summer. When previous summer it was getting Cunha, getting Mbeumo, and getting Šeško in. Next summer it needs to be the midfield version of that. Get players like Wharton from Crystal Palace, Anderson from Nottingham Forest, get Baleba from Brighton. We need these young players, this new crop of midfielders. I would have liked to get if also we put Ghana in that mix, because he's doing bits at Everton as well. And like I said before, man, like, even I would like us, man, to get this crop of players, even though Casemiro, man, is in the squad. We need someone like him that, that has that passion, that stands for Man United, the captain without the captain band. And I can't believe that Man United, man, are letting him go. The goals, the support, the defending, the professionalism. Like I said, man, the passion, the standard for Man United, the captain with the captain band, fam. And I can't believe it. I hope that some way, somehow, man, we'll be able, man, to convince man to stay. But like I said before, even if he stays, we still have to strengthen the midfield. Don't leave the midfield as is. If we can strengthen that midfield, I believe that we can challenge. Not win it, but challenge. If we can win it, fair. If we can win the title, fair. But we need it. But we need strengthening, fam. We need it, because we got that for the defense. We did that for the strikers. Now we need midfield strengthening, blood. And even if Casemiro is gone or not, we still need to strengthen the midfield, blood. And the Man United, man, played okay in the first half. Arsenal had the control a little bit in the first half, but the Man United, man, grew into the game. Great defending, great blocks, like that. And Arsenal, man, they were on the set pieces as per usual. I mean, they had more than 6 set pieces in the first 24 minutes of the first half. That's everything you need to know, for the simple fact that Arsenal don't really have a style of play. They just rely on set pieces. And we've been seeing this because Gabriel scored most of their goals, I think it was. Scoring the headers. And not even that, even Mourinho's goal, the second one, from a set piece, blood. And look, and we have to talk about Mr. Spamming. We have to talk about him. We really have to talk about, man, because in the first half, the amount of times, fam, that this man gave the ball away was catastrophic, blood. And nobody talks about it. If my man Casemiro, the big cast man, were to lose the ball, amount of times that my man, Bruno Fernandes, Mr. Spamming, did, everybody would be on his case. Man, you always say to me, but Brazy, Mr. Spamming sees space that others see. No, he doesn't, fam. Do you remember what I said in the previous game? Do you remember what I said about the previous game? In the last video about spamming the ball. This is why that stats like XG and GA or them and there, it's a facade. Because that's like me spamming the ball everywhere, and then they say that because he's spamming the ball everywhere, his GA or XG, whatever, goes up. Wait, what's man talking about? This man, Bruno Fernandes, Mr. Spamming, and this is why I called him Mr. Spamming for a reason during under Amram. It's because of this, blood. I said this in the previous video, and I don't like to repeat myself, but I'll say it. If you want to put a ball where someone like him, if you're on the left and Ahmad is on the right, and you want to put the ball there, don't just keep on spamming it anywhere. No, try your best to put the ball where Ahmad is. Don't put the ball somewhere that Ahmad can't get. This is exactly the same thing I said about one of my favorite Man United players, Cunha. You know, like, because he had that maverick energy, and I said before in my previous videos for a minute, I said that, look, to get the best out of Cunha, you need to help him channel that maverick energy for a big club like Man United. Because right now, the way United is at the moment in terms of the standards is on the floor. And these performances here, like Man City and even this game against Arsenal yesterday, shows you what supporting United was all about back when Sir Alex was manager. But right now, over years of dross, bruh, the standards have been on the floor. If you want something like that, Michael Carrick, a masterclass with his backroom staff, you need to have such a standard to the point that you need to always challenge the owners, challenge the manager, and challenge the players that this is not good enough. This is what we've been screaming for time. But then people believe you're on Amram. I've said this for a minute. I mean, I just hope this is not a new manager bounce. Shout out, man, to Michael Carrick, blood. Shout out to him and his backroom staff, I said like in the previous video. Setting us up really good, especially when it comes to defensive shape. Even though that we conceded is good, that we had something there. Because if it was Amram, we could have lost. No, let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it 100 here. We could have lost this game. Because this man put 5 at the back and still we concede. The reason why I said about the defensive shape here is because if you see it in the left-hand side, for example, right, Shaw was getting more tired as the game went on. And Dogu, fam, this guy, what a player he has been this season. After his offensive duties, he still comes back and helps Shaw to double up that area. This is what I'm trying to say about defensive shape. And even if Dogu is somewhere down, we still have cover on that side. This is what I'm trying to say. And the way that Michael Carrick structures his team, he structures in different variations of formation and systems when we're pressing, when we are in transition, when we are off the ball, when we are on the ball. This is what we've been trying to say, attractive football. I've been saying that if you can win the game, if you can try to win the game even though you lost, we won't have a turmoil. This man, when Dogu had a little hamstring problem, he didn't bring on a defensive player like Ogate. Michael Carrick brought in Shesko, blood. He wanted to win the game. Amram was the opposite of that. Manu played sick, making it simple, staying in shape, helping Casemiro, making things simple like I said before. This is why that I really like the way Manu plays. Manu doesn't try to make things difficult. The way that he dropped the shoulder, he feints sometimes. The way that his close control in tight spaces, the way that he plays the ball so simple. Lamens, doing what he's doing, blood. Great saves. Most of these ones here from set pieces, actually. His distributions here really helped to keep the team on the front foot. It helped us massively. His calmness, absolute sick stuff, like that. And Dallo, I was on him here in the in the Man City game, but this game, fairs, he played okay. He was doing a little bit of bits in that game. So look, Dallo and I, just for now, we're good. Them way there. And Cunha, blood. Cunha coming on. He has been brilliant. Getting into tackles. He's been doing the dog work. Even making things happen. His goal, which we'll talk about later on. As we spoke about Dogu. His defending, making things absolutely making things like rock solid at the left hand side here to help Luke Shaw. Especially his goal, which we'll talk about here later on. But blood, the first half, right? We have been putting the parts together, and like I said before, man, like Man United, right? They were getting into the game because it looked like certain things that weren't really coming off. And then you see things really coming on. And then what really got what was really disappointed, right, was the fact that we conceded even though that we were getting into the game. Timber's goal. 1-0. And I don't actually it was an own goal by Martinez, blood. Both Martinez and Timber, they were wrestling, and Martinez should have done better. Holding man like that. Like Martinez should have dealt with man properly. Man, he was doing some foolishness, but if that was Maguire, because Martinez is short, it's so frustrating. But if Harry Maguire was there, and I can't believe I'm saying Harry Maguire, because Harry Maguire he's been solid, Harry Maguire. It helps him here because the team are playing a low block. They're not playing from the halfway line. That's why Harry Maguire, he's able to do. That's why he's been solid, Harry Maguire, and I rate that. Like I said before, I said this, that when a player that I'm not like not cool with. Yes, I'll shout him out if he does bad, but I will also praise them, like Mr. Spamming, like Cunha, for example, like Casemiro. These are my favorite players, favorite Man United players, Cunha and Casemiro. If they've done wrong or they've done bad, I'll call it out. I've done it before, and I'm so glad and I'm happy about the performance. But like I said before, I'm not getting carried away just yet, blood. There was a chance here that we had when Mbeumo looked like as if we were going to have an identical goal here from the match against Man City, right? But Mr. Spamming, any end of it, my days, what's man doing? And then there was another chance. I think great defending by Saliba actually, but Mr. Spamming again going for the shot here with the side foot. I mean, put your laces through it, blood. The thing about it is that, like I said before, we were doing the right things, and the chances here were coming, like that. But that chances, man, yeah, in early, like in the first half year was booky. But then in Bremer's goal, Zubimendi, man, yeah, lost the ball, in Bremer capitalized it, which was sick because we were pressing high, and and then Zubimendi's horrible mistake. And then out of nowhere, Mbeumo got it and scored here with his weaker foot. And Mbeumo, what a killer, blood. Go around the goalkeeper and score with his weaker foot. This youth, blood, what an assassin, a marksman, blood. And he was mashing well, blood. And that is what we need, blood. That's what we need, And there was even another chance. Mbeumo, confident man with his weaker foot to do a lob. Not bad, blood, but the thing about Bruno, man, the thing about Mr. Spamming is the fact that his off the ball work, right, has been good in this game. And do you know why? It's because Michael Carrick and his backroom staff, these men, have been giving him instructions. I don't know what Amram was doing, blood, with Mr. Spamming. I don't know what. Was he saying do anything you want? You don't do that, blood. But in this game, in this game, Michael Carrick have been telling Mr. Spamming and the players certain simple instructions, blood. And this is what I've been trying to say. Just be competitive, blood. And the way Carrick set up Man United up, the way he set Man United up in this game, brilliant. Because like the way he sets us up helps Mr. Spamming's deficiencies. Something that I've been saying for a minute when Amram was around. Like I said before, that the players complement the system. The system needs to complement the players. Because if not, the players get exposed. Now, the thing about it is that I don't hate Mr. Spamming. I don't hate Bruno. I don't. But the thing about it is that he's the captain, blood. You have a standard. If you become emotional, the whole team becomes emotional. And the thing about it is that Michael Carrick, he's calm. Look at him on the touchline. Calm, brother. Blood, calm, blood. And it's good because it trickles to the players. The second half, man, we played well. And Arsenal wasn't. That tells you everything you need to know. And the Arsenal content creators, they know that Arsenal did not play well in this game. They know, blood. They know. Because the mentality of Arsenal has been there for everyone to see. Look at if you see in the last 3 seasons, they came second 3 times. They almost came to winning the league. And they always bottle it. They were 11 points clear at one point this season. Now it's 4. Them man there, the Arsenal fans. I tell you, if anyhow that these men go on the handballs, I should say, and don't look at the performance of Arsenal, then you guys, I don't know where your head is at. Because this season, Arsenal have not played the best football. Most of their goals come from set pieces. And let me tell you why I'm saying this. Because 2-1, Dogu, brother, Dogu, what a goal. What a goal. My word, the combination goal here between Bruno and Dogu, what a strike. That's a madness. Big man thing. Dogu has been on smoke some parts of this season. You can tell that in this game what football is all about. Who was playing football and who wasn't. You can tell. And it was Man United. Man United came to play football, and it looked like if Arsenal were there to scumbag set pieces. My word, man. But like I said, bro, I'm not getting carried away. But man, Arteta brought in 4 substitutions. When I saw this, I was like, Arteta, you are done at here, blood. What's man doing? Who's basically doing an Amram? Remember what I said before in the previous videos? I said that too many changes, blood, ruins the flow of the game. And he did that. Threw the kitchen sink here to the wall, hoping it will stick, blood. But, you know what Carrick did? He set up the team to make sure that Man United are steady here. Making things steady here. Carrick, madness, man management, fam. What a man manager. This is what I've been looking for. You know, and I'm just hoping, like I said before, this isn't some Bandulu thing with a new manager bounce, but is Michael Carrick doing what he's doing, blood? And he managed the game very, very well, especially brought on, he brought Cunha on and Mbeumo off. You know, and look, we can allow Martinez off this time, because like some of the stuff he was doing in this game was giving us heart attack, fam. And bro, we won, so we'll allow you off. But the thing about it is that we were actually keeping the ball in the second half. We were bopping it here and there, fam, and not even that, man. The best thing about this is the fact that, man, that we got let me check it out just to make sure I am right, because I don't want to say anything wrong. Yes, we got Fulham at home. I'm not saying that'll be easy, but we should win that game. But let's just see what happens, because we got another week to recover. Saying nothing, fam. Saying nothing. And then Dogu, man, has been a cheat code, blood, and he got that hamstring, a little bit of a hamstring. Hopefully it's cramp and he'll be able to come back. But if he has a hamstring injury, then he shouldn't be out for too long, which is a good thing, like that. And then after that, it was so jarring, man. Mourinho, man, got his goal. Saka crossed it in, and the ball was bonded all over the place, and the Mourinho managed to tap it in. This is what I'm trying to say, man, that their goals were Buki, Martinez on goal, and then Mourinho. So another jammy goal, blood. Jammy set piece. This is what I'm trying to say, for the simple fact that it looked like as if that they were not playing football. But set pieces is part of the game, and if you score, you score. You use it and you score. It is what it is, like that. Fam, but our goals, man, were managed, were sharp, with wit, and Cunha. Mateus Cunha, blood. That goal, too much fire. Too much fire. That goal was unbelievable. One of my favorite Man United players. I've said this in my previous video for a minute. These are the goals you don't see in the Premier League these days. Back in the day, we had ballers, long shots, bullet headers, free kicks, long shots. You don't see these goals much these days. And Cunha, brother heck, my word, whipped right into the bottom corner. And this is why you get by players like Cunha for moments like that. And this Arsenal team, fam, can't play football, blood. And all they rely on is set pieces. And look what we did. Kobe Mainoo, simple pass, man, to Cunha. Cunha, man, was on it. Fam, a simple pass for Cunha. And that goal was absolutely sick. And this is what I said. This is exactly what I said. That if you get the best out of Mbeumo, Cunha, with your system, you will cook. This is my proof, fam. The reason why I'm like this, I'm not getting all giddy. I'm just happy for the progress. I'm not gonna all ahead of myself, but absolutely brilliant the way Carrick and his backroom staff have just done another masterclass. And we want to continue that, blood. We want this to continue. And it should continue. And it will continue. And there was even another chance. Mr. Spamming, yet again. Sometimes he can be brain dead. No, not sometimes. Most of the time. There was a chance. There was a huge space from him towards the goal. I think he was way before the halfway line, or I don't remember. But he tried to. He had the whole pitch to run to. He could have run and score a goal for himself, or goes to the corner flag to waste a bit of time. But he said he whacked it. He was trying to do a David Beckham, trying to score from the halfway line. Oh my days. But fam, blood. No, well done, fam. Absolutely well done, man. To Michael Carrick and the backroom staff. Another masterclass from Michael Carrick. Michael Carrick, man, he's a bad man. I can't lie. And Ineos, blood, fam. Ineos, I'm on you, blood. Now, even though I mean I'm still on Ineos, and even though I'm still on them, right? Your recruitment is partially the reason we won, because it's their recruitment that they brought in Mbeumo, brought in Cunha, and brought in Dogu. Continue that, blood, because I'm still on you. I'm still on you, blood, because you're partly of the reason that Amram was here in the first place. Ten Hag got more months than he should. So I'm still on you. Now, alright. Now, I'm not gonna get ahead of myself, you know them way there. But if we play like this, we will cook. And we got Fulham next. Then we got Spurs. Both games are home, and then we got West Ham away after that. These games are winnable. They are winnable. But let's just see what will happen, because now let's see what Michael Carrick will do against the team that are lower down the table. Let's just see what we can do. But I'm so happy about the performance, in this game, and the way Carrick managed this. Like I said, man, Michael Carrick, man, he's a bad man manager, and I just hope that, look, I'll say this. Let me tell you something for free. I will only keep Carrick if Ineos cannot get Luis Enrique, for example, or those big managers who can take the team to challenge for the title. Like that. But for now, I'm not going to get ahead of myself. I just want Carrick, man, to do what he has to do to take the team to stay in top four. Because right now, United are in the top four race, blood. Carrick, man, continue this, blood. Continue this. But let's just see, man, how we do against Fulham, Spurs, and West Ham. But Fulham next at home. Come on now, fam. Let's do this.